Now I'm just going to be taking out this piece that I left out like an idiot. But anyway, try and take that out. So hopefully the cornice will marry up at the back and that will just maybe sit flat, or it might look fucking terrible. I guess we'll find out in time. So here's the where we're up to. We have got all these blanks in ready for the guy to come tomorrow to finish measuring up where all that stone bench top's gonna match the template. Well, that is the template for what he needs. Up here we've got that blank wall that I've been fiddling around with that used to be the old microwave box. That's all been dropped back in, and I'm just trying to keep the plaster in there and get the cornice right. That's going to take a whole lot of piss-assing about to get that square and flat to a point where I just don't constantly look at it while I'm eating my breakfast cereal in time. This wall here, I want to try and get that a little bit better, and it's just not as flat because the glass splashback's going to be here, sort of through that bit there. I want to try and get that wall as flat as I can above it. And the next bit I've got to get done is this bit here for the fridge cutout. So the fridge is going in there. That brick wall is going to have plaster stopped up against that as well as in the back. So that'll then, he'll come through, the plaster will be there. He'll come through and seal that little piece off as well as in the back. And he'll have a little section through there so we can still get to the filter to change that for the fridge. For the water feed for the fridge, the ice maker. Yay, ice maker again, that'd be awesome. But that's where it's at. So we are getting closer and closer every day. Hopefully he's back tomorrow to do a little bit more, and we will be all underway, eating dinner in the kitchen. Fucking hell. I told you it was going to be endless pissing about. So this little guy is literally programming the whole bench. That is fantastic. So it'll just cut out off that, a big CNC machine or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, right.
Like I'll put it on my laptop and do all my changes.
Yeah.
Then send it through, email it through to the boys, and they just cut from that.
Wow. That is just unbelievable. Well, here we go, the end of another day, and bit of an update. I'll get my big buffet out the way and be able to see what's going on. So we've had a few more of the cupboards fitted off with all the handles all put in position. The hot plates, they've all been cut into the bench top. So underneath this template is just a timber bench where they put the stone on the top of that. So he's cut all those little infills in, where the hot plate's going to go, where the oven's going to go. Make sure that's all going to fit in. The oven does actually push all the way in. It's just not, anyway, doesn't matter. The sink's all in. That's just got to be fitted off down the track once the bench top actually comes, once that arrives. The pantry is still a work in progress, I'm going to call that. Still a work in progress. Still needs a few bits to come back and get it all in. The section that's going to go in through here where all the coffee prep area, the guys measured all that up, so that stone bench top's going to go in there. The little cutout for the fridge, that's all in, stopped up, ready to get painted. And he's filled in most of it. Just a little end piece that's got to go across, just to allow for that access to the filter, as we've gone through before. Areas of concern, these are always good. So the kitchen itself, most walls in a house, you go around your house, you're going to find bloody walls that run out in all sorts of different angles. Chippies have all sorts of different tolerances that they've got to adhere to when they're putting them in. To be honest, internal walls, you're probably going to struggle to get some fairly straight ones. This one here's an interesting one. That wall there actually runs out that way and it runs out that way. Yeah, I don't know how that works, but it does. Makes it easy for the benchtop people though, because the way it works is it bends in his favour. You can actually see on there. He's cut that straight, and it's just trying to make that work. Oh, this guy! Yeah, look at this. So there's a wall. This is the funny bit from the beginning that we're like, why'd they do that? Anyway, little V piece of timber, the V piece of wall that comes in because of the jut out on the outside. That all runs down. You try and get that all nice and flat, but then of course, how does that fit in with the bench tops? The way that the bench tops all got to come through here, tie together, however they're going to do that, and then extend off that way. The way that they're actually going to do that is they're going to extend this piece here by an extra 12 mil, which takes it to that little line that you can see, which is basically in line with that center cutout. Then that'll be a flat piece. So the only join will be just there, and it won't be some little fiddly pissant thing that goes around the corner and looks for a reason to break down the track. As you can imagine, stone bench top, if it's a real fine sort of an area, it doesn't take much movement in the house for that thing to cause us some grief. But anyway, have a look at this heap of shit. That wall runs out by, what, 8 mil at the bottom, I think it was, which meant that the cupboard ended up like that. When I say ended up like that, it's not going to stay like that. That's just how it got in. And the minute I looked at it, I said, no, we'll change that. So we're just going to do some mods. That, in essence, that board there is going to get taken out. We're going to slot into the wall the thickness of that board and transfer that all the way down, along with the kicker at the bottom. So that wall will be slotted in. We'll work out what sort of pinning and stuff needs to happen in there. I've already had a look on the roof. It's not load bearing at all, that little section. So yay, winning in one respect, but bit of a pain in the arse, and I wish I had probably seen that back when we were doing the repairs. So I could have, had that just made in a way that was way easier to deal with now. Other than that, everything else seems to be going pretty good. I'm still piss-assing about with this thing, trying to get it right. Who knows how long that's going to be. Anyway, enough of my jibber jabber. See you on the next one.